Okay, good afternoon. Katatapos ko lang kumain. So, yung huling nagawa natin sa part 2 is ito pa lang with basic validation. So, ang gagawin natin is gagawa tayo ng table. So, basically, pag nagplan tayong gumawa ng table, ganito yan. Kailangan natin i-normalize yung table natin. So, ito yung user. Ito na lang table. At ito naman yung student table. So, sa student table natin, sensya na, katatapos ko lang kumain kasi. So, sa student table natin, meron tayong yung ID na naka-increment natin. Tapos, meron din tayong user ID. Itong user ID, since gumagamit tayo ng Laravel, ito yung user ID, ito yung ID ng user na gagawa ng student information or yung mag-i-input ng user information. So the rest dito sa baba, dito, yung ilalagay natin yung information na kailangan natin ilagay, itong mga information na to iisa-isa. So, ang relation dito, yung user can input many students. So, yung relation natin is has many. Diba? So, for that, pag ito lang yung basic diagram. So, for that, i-code na natin to. So, meron na tayong user table. Yung gagawin na natin is yung student table. So, yung student table natin is gagawin natin yan. PHP artisan make model student. Tapos, -m for migration. Para direct na lang meron tayong data migration for this table student. I mean, for this model student. Yung table is magiging students in the plural form. So here, so what you can see, we have a student model here. So in our student model, we need to have a public function student and return this has many students, because user can input a lot of students, kaya has many, one to many. So for this, so for this, okay, kunin muna natin to. Tapos import natin si student model. So once na import na natin to, gawa tayo ng student variable. We'll create a new object. The object name will be the student equal to new student. This student is student models came from this student na na-import natin, which is ito. Saan ba yun? Ito. So, ang gagawin natin is student. Oh, hindi pa pala tayo nakagawa ng table. So, gagawa muna tayo ng table, di ba? Migration. Okay. Table equal to integer student ID. Okay, table again is equal to string. Okay, name semicolon and then here will be the first name and the last name. So dito naman gender at course. Pasensya na kayo, medyo sira na kasi itong mouse ko, medyo matagal na to, 2 years na yata to. Kaya sa gustong mag-donate, pwede nyo rin akong i-donate. Pwede nyo akong padalahan ng kahit ano, basta pera, kahit maliit lang, basta pwede na padala. Course, email, contact. Email, must be unique. Yan yata yung spelling ng unique. Okay. So for this, i-migrate natin siya. Check natin sa phpMyAdmin. Ayun, lalabas na si students able with the structure yung nilagay natin kanina. Student ID, name, last name, first name, middle name, gender, first, email, and contact. Okay, so let's go back to our coding field. So here we have, undo na lang. Student ID, student name, student name, student name, student gender, student course, student, ano yung susunod sa course will be course, email, and contact. Student contact. Okay, so dito is equal to request. Yung student ID code natin is will be ito is student ID, shortcut lang. The rest will be, check natin. Okay, first letter with underscore, name, gender, paste, course, paste, email, again paste, will be contact. And then save natin siya. Hindi pa pala natin ito save, kasi ang gagawin natin dito, since meron tayong relationship, will be used up user. So first of all, we need to have find, like user is equal to user find, pwede na rin find of ID. So pag nakita niya yung ID, pag meron yung ID na currently login for now dito, pag nakita niya itong user ID na to sa user table, which is itong nandito, user, nakita niya yung ID4 which is currently logged in ngayon dito. So gagawa siya ng bagong object which is the variable student, ito new student which is in-import natin dito. So nilagyan niya lahat ng mga dito, mga kailangan nating field for student information. So since yung user natin dito, mali pala to, yung user natin dito is gagawa tayo ng bagong function like student with a relationship of has many or one to many. So kung gusto natin i-save to, tatawagin na natin si user with a function of student. Yan, student, tapos save natin siya. Save natin yung laman ng lahat ng mga data with a variable of student, which is ito lahat. Ito yung eloquent way of database relationship, putting data in an eloquent way. This is more safe and this is more easy. So open natin yung site natin, click natin yung student, lagay tayo ng ID number na 123. Dito is Pascal Yulo, middle name is Maka Daga, syempre Shemelian. Dito BCS, dito is Pascal at Yahoo at Gmail. Ang meron naman is kahit ano lang. Submit natin, tingnan natin anong mangyayari. Okay, column not found, unknown column user ID and field list, insert into student. Okay. So ang nangyayari dito, may error. Check muna natin yung error. Okay, since yung relationship natin instead na tingnan mo yung error, di ba? Yung error is unknown column user ID. So hindi niya nakikita yung user ID dito sa student. Kasi supposedly yung user ang ilalagay nga natin dito for direct relationship is just user ID. So ginawa ko tong student ID para naman mas madaling maintindihan ng programmer na mag-a-adapt nito sa susunod. So ang gagamitin natin na instead na i-change natin to user ID, wag na lang, gagawa tayo ng third parameter for the relationship dun sa has many or second parameter. So for this second parameter yata yun or third, check ko ulit. Ito second parameter will be student ID. So ang mangyayari dito is ang relationship between the user, yung nakalagin ngayon, pag naglagay siya ng student information, which is dito, kahit in one to many, maglagay sila ng kahit anong gano'ng karaming student information, is meron siyang relationship. Ang user ID or the ID of the user, meron siyang relationship into student ID. Yung user ID, yung ID ng user is will be the primary key. Yung foreign key naman is ginawa na tong student ID. Kasi ito kasi yung nilagay ko kanina as a student ID. Pero pag ginawa nyo ginawa nyo itong user ID, hindi ka na maglalagay dito ng student ID. So check natin ulit. Ito yung info. Submit natin ulit. Tingnan nyo, white screen, it means walang error. So pag chinek natin tong student, tingnan nyo, di ba yung student ID, ito yung ID ng user na naglagay ng information ng student ID kanina. So dito wala pa kayong makikita kasi wala pa tayong mga, alam niyo na, mga Hokage moves. So ang mangyayari dyan is gagawa tayo ng success array with first element name of, okay, sample lang to, kayo na bahalang gumawa. Student added successfully. Function of return redirect. Has yung name natin is okay. Name ng session yung ito ang name ng first element array natin is okay. Ito yung na-derive natin, hindi pala to back, hindi with means for something class session. And then here will be an alert of success kasi nag-success yung nilagay natin. Here will be session get okay. Alright, so let's add another one. Student ID of Sigila Daag Maldita. This will be female. Oh, what? So insert tayo, submit. Oops, walang lumabas with success. Kaya pala ano, nag-declare tayo ng okay tapos wala namang value yung okay, di ba? Yung okay first element natin. So supposedly hindi tama yan. This will be ganyan, the value of okay will be student added successfully. Save natin yan, add tayo ng iba. Ayan, yung idol ko na si Kalefa Mia Chiburichi, female yan. Alam na mga idol natin, alam na mga Jacolero. Contact be like this. Submit natin. Okay. Check muna natin kasi ayan, students. Alam kong marami na nakaano siya. Kaya pala nasa modal header. Hindi natin yung makikita doon, di ba? Nasa modal header sabi ko na nga pero pasensya na kayo, dami ko kasing ginagawa at iniisip. So dito add student, ayan, yan. Sige, add tayo again. So possibly pag nag-add tayo, we're expecting notification dito sa baba ng add student. So ito Leonie Samuel vibes, female IT yan. Email contact will be ano lang. Ayun, meron ng lumabas na notification, student added successfully. So ang gagawin natin is palalabasin natin lahat ng info dito sa baba, diba? So here in our user controller, kung saan nandun si main, so students is equal to student, yan lang, all. Tapos either you can use a with here or compact. Sa akin, yung ginagamit ko always is compact. So depende na sa inyo yun kung anong gagamitin nyo, diba? So here declare tbody tr. So insert the tr will be if meron student na nakikita is we're going to implement for each. Ayan, for each of student as student, and then will be the end of the for each, and then see the tr here, then td. So the first will be the id. So check ko muna to. Meron tayong ayun, student. Hala, meron tayong kulang, diba? Napansin nyo may kulang. Yung student ID natin is yung relationship natin. Buti hindi siya nag-error. May napansin akong error. Ayun o, student ID natin. So ang dapat mangyari nito is migrate. Mas mabuti naman kung meron ganitong error, para alam niyo naman kung paano babaguhin yung pag-discarte. Ayan, gagawa na lang tayo ng direct na lang to, integer, tapos user ID. Ayan, kasi napapansin ko yung student ID is, kaya meron student ID doon is just supposed to be the ID of the student talaga. So here in our relationship, wala na to kasi direct na to eh. Okay, migrate natin ulit. Alright, so of course may error talagang lalabas yan. Ano pa bang i-expect natin? Eh walang naman to eh, diba? O ayan, wala. So mag-a-add tayo. Student will be Talefa Mia email yan, IT yan, schools gmail.com, contact, send. Ayan, student added successfully at nandito na rin yan. Tingnan niyo yung user ID. Ito yung ID ng user na nag-add. Tapos yung student ID is yung nilagay natin talaga kanina ng student ID. So for that, it will be student ID. Yan, select natin yan. Ayun, lumabas na sa student ID. The rest will be just copy-paste na lang para mas madali. Nasayang yung oras kasi natin kanina eh. Pasensya na talaga. Pero ganyan talaga pag programming, mga trial and error. Okay, gender, course, email, gender, course, name. Oh ayan, so tingin ko lalagay tayo dito ng action yata. Action na lang, mas ano. So dito natin ilalagay teka lang, plus btn dito will be danger. Info lang muna, info btn xs, dito will be edit. Check ko muna kung ano yung itsura. Ayan, so yung baba is delete, diba? Plus btn danger btn xs. So ayan, mukhang tao na yung system natin, basic information system. Makakapag-add na tayo. The next will be makakapag-delete. Okay, start. So delete, pag tayo nag-delete is route get Yan. User delete. Siyempre, yung name natin is delete student. Uses the controller of user control. Delete student. Tapos dito will be student ID. Ito yung dynamic student ID. Gagawin natin as URI segment. Punta tayo sa user controller. Gagawa tayo ng bagong function name delete student with request at tapos dito sa delete lalagay natin yung route name natin. Route name with student ID tapos yung value na will be student ID. Refresh natin. So okay na to. Pag click natin yan, nalabas yung ID 1, which is 1 yung student ID o yung student information ID yung naka-increment, hindi yung literal na student ID na ID ng student yung nasa hard copy ng, or yung ID na sinusuot natin, yun hindi yun. Student ID lang yung kinukuha natin, yung naka-primary key, yung naka-increment. So since ganito yung nangyayari, kaya ganito yung ginawa natin, which is delete, is we need to call student equal to yung malaking student where, or pwede na lang find, pero mas maganda where na lang, where ID is equal to student ID tapos delete. Kawawa naman na delete. So gagawa na naman tayo ng ito student deleted successfully. So dito instead na alert to is info na lang to, para lahat ng mga ginagawa natin dito siya for information. Ganito i-explain ko na lang. Pag ginawa natin yung success, so gagawa na naman tayo ng iba for delete na naka-danger para yung nagmukhang delete talaga. Parang nag-redundant yung code natin, diba? Merong part na redundant. So ang gagawin na lang natin siyang info, tapos iba-iba na lang yung value ng info. Di wala na tayong ginawa kundi info na. Pag nag-delete ka, ayun, ito info blue. Pag nag-add ka, so ayan, pag nag-add ka, duplicate entry out, hindi pala yun na-delete or ano. Teka lang, delete ko lang muna. So nandito pa, delete natin yan. O ayan, wala na. Ayusin na natin ito. Mia vibes email. O ayan, low lang din, diba? successful lang din. So ito lalabas lang to is just for information purpose, like naka-delete, naka-add, tapos yung update gagawin natin tong update ngayon. So okay, okay lang yan. Gumagawa tayo ng tutorial for educational purpose only, tapos from scratch di ka matututo pag naka-base ka lang sa built-in script. Okay, refresh. So the edit will be something like this. Linisin muna natin to. Ayan. So edit will be edit PHP. Ito, delete natin ito, linisin natin ito. So ayan, so here we got the route, get user, edit, and then the student ID. Student ID is just the indicator kung anong ID yung i-edit natin, diba? So here we got us, edit student, uses user controller of edit student. So here in our user controller gagawa tayo ang function with a name of edit student. Student ID, student ID. Yan. So excuse me. Kunin natin itong si edit, yung route name natin, lalagay natin dito sa edit link. Ay, ito mas madali. Ayan. So di na padali yung trabaho natin. Edit natin, lalabas yung ID which is 5. Tingnan nyo, 5 yung URL 5. So ang gagawin natin dito is we need to get the information so that we can edit the student information. Student for ID is called student ID. If student is equal to false, return student we cannot we are sorry but we cannot get information from student ID. So para saan to? Parang ganito yan, di ba? Pag click natin si edit, ayan, yung itong URL na yung ID na to is can be edit by every single user pag gustong meron mag-trip. So kung gagawin mo yung 1, ito yung lalabas. We are sorry but we cannot find the information about student, diba? Astig yan. So ang mangyayari dyan is user.edit student lang. So refresh natin to. So ayan, parang yun lang yung ginawa natin kanina, yung nasa modal. ay ni-recycle ko na lang yung design at yung format para mas madali. Lagyan ko na lang dito ng title. You'd like edit. Ipapalabas natin ito yung mga value will be student first natin receives to start imagination or part. Refresh natin. Nalagyan ko lang pala ng dollar sign dun. O, ayan. Meron ng value yung student ID, di ba? So, ang mangyayari is lalagyan natin yung mga value ng current value ng student na ni-open natin or ni-click natin. Okay, yung the rest na refresh natin. Meron ng last name until sa matapos tayo. Will never end. Whoa, no, it's not my imagination. Oh, the orchestration. Yung gender natin is I don't think na editable to. So kung anong nilagay dyan is yun na yun. Pati yung course. Pati yung course pag nag-shift pwedeng editable yan. Yung gender lang hindi. Tapos email. No, it's not my imagination. Oh, part of the orchestration. Love is in the combination. Diba ang dali lang mag-program? Ganun lang. Yung susunod na gagawin ko is yung mga basic tutorial naman about CodeIgniter PHP framework, WordPress theme development. So sa makikita nyo, wak yung design ko, wak na wak. Kung marunong kayong mag-design, kung magaling talaga kayo, download na lang yung font, download nyo na lang yung codes, tapos pagandahin nyo, share nyo na lang sa iba, di ba? Ganyan lang yun walang basagan ng trip. Ayan. So, pag submit niya, user update data student ID, kailangan yan kung mag-update siya, tapos sino i-update nga, meron student ID as aware or condition update student uses a controller of user controller B a function with update student. Ayan, dali lang, diba? So, gagawa tayo dito ng bagong function na public function of tapos request, tapos yung student ID, syempre kunin natin si student ID, tapos yung route name natin will be here, tapos ano pa, student ID natin will be student ID public string, kulang lang so pag click natin dito lalabas yung private. So ayan, So for update purpose will be validate muna natin, diba? Dapat meron tayong backend validation. Kahit excuse me, kahit simple lang, std lname, ifname, mname. Tapos course, email, contact. So ayan, so required, yan lang muna, mga record muna lahat to. Yung pag gusto nyo mas secure, pwede nyo lagyan ng minimum, maximum, yung mga ganon. Ayan. So for this will be student is equal to student where ID is equal to student ID natin siya. Student ID niya will be equal to request std ID. Yan. Tapos yung earning niya will equal to request earning. Repeat lang to, repeat. Kaya hindi na ako nagsasalita minsan kasi alam kong alam niyo na yung susunod, diba? Ito naman will be course tapos gawa na, tapos gawa. Try natin i-update. Refresh natin siya. So una natin i-update is yung ID niya. So ang ID niya is magiging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pag submit nito, pag nag-blank lang, it means successful. Pag merong error, na lumabas, edi error talaga siya. Oh, ayun, walang error, so success siya. Refresh natin. Instead na ito 3, 2, 1, ang lalabas nito ay magiging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ayan, diba? Napalitan. So back natin to. Ito pala, press natin, ayan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since successful na siya, kunin na lang natin ito. Tapos dito yan, gagawin na naman natin to 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Update natin. So mangyayari dito is ito yung main, kunin natin siya dito, tapos lalagay natin siya dito. Ayan, kita natin ulit 4, 5, 6. Ayan. pero parang pangit tingnan kasi lumabas siya dyan. Lagay na lang natin ito sa dito na lang sa body. Si Mia Wakara. O ayan, pag gusto nyong mag-back, wala pala tayong back button, ay itong logo na lang, home, gagawin natin yung home. Wait, user template. Okay, yung logo home is gagawin natin yung about yung lips. Ayan, pag-click mo yan, home. Ayan, so tapos na tayo, pero hindi pa tayo tapos. In next episode, let's make our small system into more secure, like gagawa tayo ng middleware authentication in our user to check kung ma-access ba niya yung user natin without session. Like for example, ito user, logout natin, lagyan natin ng user, diba accessible din. So gagawa tayo ng sariling middleware natin. Pasensya na yung sa iba kasi hindi kasi ako fan of yung authentication yung make auth, yung parang ganun. Ay nung una, pero nadismaya ako kasi mas mabuti pag ikaw talaga gumawa, kasi pag titingnan mo yung make authentication, yung function na yun, madaming kulang, kaya nga basic yun eh. So kung ikaw talaga yung gagawa ng sarili mong middleware o sarili mong authentication, or what we call this one, parang security na rin, mas mabuti kasi alam mo yung capability, alam mo yung ginagawa mo, at alam mo rin yung mga nangyayari. Sige, see you in next episode. Pagpatuloy natin to, log out mo na, at maraming salamat.